Zuppy. Live is just a show on the road. And yes, I'm gonna be starting over. We are gonna be starting over because reasons. So we're gonna be starting over. Hopefully my voice is not too quiet for some parts of this. And again, I can always just do that, and then my voice will be far louder than the videos. Ha 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 ha. Than the music in the game. Anyways. And again, I can always just go in here and turn down some stuff. But why turn those down when I can just turn down the other stuff instead? Ha ha. Ha ha. Dots everywhere. Let's go ahead and get started then. My name is gonna be Twiggy. Twiggy is gonna be my name because that's the name I always use. Okay, let's go and get started. Go! Oi! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out. It just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. Hey Dakota, welcome to the stream. At least you're able to drop by this time. So yeah. You can hear me, right? I just want to make sure you can hear me over the game. Because I'm using a different mic this time, so yeah. As you can see, there's a red dot literally in the middle of the webcam, so. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayo catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I never would have thought about that. Maybe. That's mean, Twiggy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. You can hear me? Good, good. I just want to make sure you can hear me. Wow, the delay is a lot longer than I expected. Twitch, usually my delay with Twitch is usually smaller than this. It's like, what, a 30-second delay, I'm guessing? I don't know, it's at least 30-second delay or maybe longer than that before what I say even gets to you. Jesus. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Toei, have you decided on the club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content and getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Unfortunately, that's already where I am right now. Sort of. Making YouTube videos and live streaming, I get. Does that count consider as a NEET? Because I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it does, but I don't think it's all that much. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Guessing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayo wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayo? Sayori must have come from the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you out coming out of the classroom before I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. And she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let her long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for cupcakes, okay? Yay! Okay, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the club room door. Mocha-sama, thanks so much for the... That you are my first subscriber! Mocha, thanks so much for the subscription. You are literally the first one to... Moon Heroes! All the sub is coming in. Thanks so much, you guys. Oh my god. This is actually the first time I'm actually having people subscribe to my channel. This is ridiculous. I'm getting random subs coming in. Yet they're not on the Twitch chat. Say what? Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the door. I think that's my YouTube being subscribed to. I'm not even streaming to YouTube, so how does that work? I don't know. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the room door. Everyone, I'm new. The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new Eh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Twee, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Huh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is almost the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. The stream froze? Are you saying that the stream froze on you, or? Because everything seems to be working fine. Like my drop frames, I don't have any drop frames. I got still streaming at 60 FPS. So I don't know. I dropped frames, nothing. I've been live for about almost 20 minutes now. Bitrate seems fine. I think it might be because I'm streaming at such a high bitrate is why it might be frozen for you, but I'm not sure if could be the problem. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Twiggy. Moni smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Twiggy. We've made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Moni. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll go get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about we make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Moni and one space next to Sayo. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts off the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs the first one, then Moni, and then I follow. It's delicious! Try to see if you can refresh the page. I'm not sure if that would help though. I don't know if it's frozen for anyone else because I'm streaming at such a high bitrate, so I'm not sure how it would be for everyone else. I may bring down the bitrate, but for right now, I can't. I'm currently in the middle of a stream, so in my next stream, I'll go ahead and get that fixed. But if it is frozen for like other people, then I'll definitely try and get that fixed. Because I'm not dropping any frames or anything like that, so I'm assuming that you might want to watch the caps, Nep. You might want to watch the caps, so little bot is a little gigi. Welcome to the stream, Nep. Sorty talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Nep, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere? Yes. Welcome back, Dakota. Yes, you might want to watch your caps because Nightbot will break those caps on your knees, making it harder for you to type in caps with caps locks and stuff and more caps. Break all the caps! It's not like I made them up for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. Apparently only the mods get to use the caps. Which almost seems unfair, in a way. But yeah, it's true, mods get to spam all the caps. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Speaking of Ronin 1011, unfortunately I don't think he streams anymore, not that I've noticed. He's running a podcast right now on a completely different channel. So I'll definitely might have to change his little Mr. Nightbot here. And then we can get some other different text coming out of his mouth. She carefully places a teacup in front of us, sitting down the teapot next to a cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. As president of Kaibokor, I demand this be invalid. Not really. Monika, I'm impressed. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member or any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention. Such as literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow in this club together before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika just must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Twiggy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved by the timid moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Well, we got our first ban, either our first ban or our first time out in the chat. Dun dun dun! Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've always been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grab something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the glass club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Loud Loud!" And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand over her shoulders. I am not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I can't, I guess, sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable about even enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Yeah, that's usually what you get when you watch a live stream on a Apple product. So, it tends to happen. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Twiggy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind. What's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sardi may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Twiggy. Oh my, you are... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That works. Add all of the chocolate. Add all of the chocolates, yes! Yes! Cheers! Give them all of the chocolates. That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we all can share. Monika looks over at me once more. Twiggy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Now you're in a chocolate mood. Get all of the chocolates. The chocolates! Can I really impress a class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel that anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Twiggy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Well, I don't even eat breakfast anymore. I just skip breakfast and eat lunch, or just call it brunch, whatever you guys want to call that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I eat. That, and then I eat like dinner, and that's pretty much all I ever eat. I don't have breakfast. So I don't really do breakfast anymore. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. With the whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have my chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing my poem tonight. It's poem time! It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, let's go ahead and start writing our little poem. Discord, you can find it on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. It's definitely gonna be there, so you should be able to find it. There's an iOS version of the Discord app, and there's also Android version of the app, and there's also the PC version of the app. Marcus will be inviting you to the we'll be inviting you to the Twitch, I guess. Discord, I mean. So let's see. What one will be put in? For right now, just going to put in the main chat because of the follower chat is a little inactive until we can get like more Twitch followers coming in. Because we have a couple of people in here, but they're inactive. So you know, I might as well just close it down. But for right now, I'll just keep it there for stuff. So we'll see how it goes from there. Might as well keep it, but I'm thinking about taking it down at some point. What are you talking about? Oh, that's what you meant. Well, Chapter 9 Victory. Are you talking about what I think you're talking about? Maybe. I could be wrong. Talking about that. Yeah, I had the ones for the Vita, but I don't have those anymore. I don't have any of them anymore. Except Mega Attack. Mega Dimension is all I got. Hi again, Twiggy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Twiggy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan on just coming here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you sure have a certainly big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Look. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Twiggy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's only because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might as well be jealous. How come? You and Twiggy can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches near her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I like Yuri a lot because of her personality, kind of reminds me of a few years back. What? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities with the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we can come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think the food trick will do the food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki made the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcake speaks my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it is to be like in the world to get through her eyes. Ah! I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret! I knew it. Come on. At least give me a little benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayuri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Huh? I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would never notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. That's funny. What is? Well, I was thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of weird things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. That's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't have get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then I wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well anyway, just focus on trying to get up a little earlier. Only if you Only if you focus on getting to bed early. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better for taking care of each other when we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come and wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Twiggy, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn paper from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, let's go ahead and we will share with Sayo. Voiced. Yes. Yes. We'll share with her voiced. Yes. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Twiggy. I love it. I had no idea we were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good at writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Twiggy poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Twiggy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, are you? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayo. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, this feels new to me. The way you glow through the blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me the sleepy for my eyes. Are you asking me to come out of play? Are you testing me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. The secret, it's a secret. I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Okay, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes-no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Too bad I skip it every time. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Yes. Cheers. Natsuki-chan. Question. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just doesn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's all about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems for everyone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about people writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but they made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling on the last line. So you did. I guess there's more went to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hi, Twiggy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Uh-huh. Don't worry, Twiggy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. way she talks about you, it sounded like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even though if you show it different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Ayuri's writing is kind of gentle feel to it. I can feel that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? That's totally expected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you out the most. So don't push yourself to write your way everyone else wants you to write. It's not just you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sounded pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I real blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My read something. Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole that it wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A whole infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Why does Switch hate you? What do you think? What do you mean by that? What do you mean, Dakota? Talk to me, friend. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting a lot of emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's a Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it later. Anyway, to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same point for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. It's just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. It keeps bugging out. Keeps bugging out. Well, you are using the app, so I guess that's only natural, I guess. I don't know. All that's left is Yuri-chan. Yuri-chan. Yes. Gosh. Should be good now. Sometimes all you have to do is just restart the iPad or your device. Sometimes it will work perfectly fine after that. Or what you can do is, I don't know, force close the app and reopen it again. Either that or clear its data, re-log in and all that stuff, and then maybe that'll work. I don't know. I really have problems. Well, that's why you don't really use apps. One, because of all the ads, and two, well, you don't have the same freedom that you do on mobile, on PC. So, just saying. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it is that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fitted the two together. The end result is that both styles and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghost under the light. The treadles of my lyre illuminate beneath the amber glow battling. It must be this one, the last rare street light to have withstood the test of time. The last to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the prettiest bit living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it really is really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ugh, this story isn't a story about ghosts at all to you. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I'm gonna see if I can go for our... Well, I'm gonna go for Sayo in this one, and then I'm gonna switch over to Natsuki, and then I'll go for Yuri, and then I'm gonna try and then I'm gonna see if I can save all three of them. So I'm gonna see if I can get the true best ending of the game. So that's what I'm gonna go for. It may involve like leaving the game and going into the main menu again, and then having to play around with the files. So we'll once we get to that point, I'll go ahead and start doing that. So, but for right now, we're just gonna focus on Sayo, and then we're gonna, after we get to a certain point, I'm going to start on the next person. So, well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets have often their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story like paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. But it just makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to this. Even this is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out of nice at all. I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Twiki did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Twiggy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Twiggy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was I was full of myself. Yourself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs got magically sized bigger as soon as Twiggy started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Twiggy! She just started making me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple running is more effective, then this would have never happened in the first place. What's the point in making poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning to the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, Twiggy? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be, help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Twiggy. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never! It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as always were. Hold on, we're back. Sorry about that. I had some little doggies being a little noisy, so I had to do a little, make them quiet and stuff, so. This stream is brought to you by Crush. Totally not sponsored. Brought to you by Crush Orange Soda. Totally not sponsored. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Mika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori's vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to do anything in her either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Gee, foreshadowing? That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It's alright. Well, mostly. Twiggy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will be out even better. Think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newly found determination. Twiggy! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. No. I insert Alice's no here. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Twiggy, it's nice that I'm getting to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Poem time! It's time to spend like 5-10 minutes working on this shit now. Let's see. Yeah, once I finish this poem, depending how much time we have left, I might end up the stream before we start working before we start doing the next part, which is probably going to be hopefully tomorrow. I can try and have it done tomorrow. I gotta say, I absolutely love this soundtrack.
Soundtrack so good. So good.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting today. Club meeting already. Yeah, well, I think we'll go sometime. Because I don't want to go over 2 hours because I got other stuff to do. I did do a long stream the other day. I don't even remember when, but it was pretty long. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Twiggy! Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Frequent, welcome to the stream, and thanks. And Tang Min Vung. Welcome to the stream. I'm pretty sure you're Vietnamese, right? Tang Min Vung. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a Vietnamese name. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. If you guys are enjoying it, be sure to click that follow button so that way you guys will be seeing when I'll be streaming again. Most likely tomorrow. So if you haven't already, be sure to click that follow button so you guys can see when I'll be streaming again tomorrow. So I'll definitely be streaming tomorrow. And Marcus will make sure of that. So I'm still just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things that get you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse then? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to take a look at it. Sardi nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. She turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So you're either not hungry or you wanted an excuse to take a walk. Or you planned conveniently to forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves with that one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't even notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. What? I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Togi to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved in something like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Huh? Did I just... I didn't mean like that. I get too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think like that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayuri. Yes, there's a little devil inside all of us there, isn't there? Don't bother her. Don't let her fool you. Sardi knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me a little more credit than that, Sayori. Plop. Cap. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie! Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sardi rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Oh. Sardi suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah! Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate! Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches her up to nudge Sayori off her.
Oh,
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laughed as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late lately? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Eh, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing the piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you play the music as well, Monika. Well, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. And I always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Twiggy. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave outside Yuri's mischievous facade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Twiggy! Sayori comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, how the festival's coming up. Me and Monika are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go and find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Twiggy to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's much more fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Twiggy? Let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori, hums, and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to a mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monika have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull? Wait, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's just that about reading poems. It's not about performing them. Like you say, the lines of the poems like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckon to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned to this joy? For now I look in every direction. The once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess it means I am doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Tuki, this classroom is over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I spent some time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed a bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling to me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself in my room even more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kinda dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack. Kara. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Twiggy. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with being like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain Sayori eating makes a silly joke. Hahaha, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and ran out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already running the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm over on her forehead and the other looking clumsily to scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. It's nice and cold. Sardi opens the cap and starts to drink from it. Sardi, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sardi places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. It's like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Twiggy? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fall behind or had trouble climbing up on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself and get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself when you were getting in trouble instead of someone find out. Even if it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. Guess it was always focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Twiggy, I don't think you realized it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that! And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before even I know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess what happens when you have friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Twiggy, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm being honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been like this, it's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sardi has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sardi hops to her feet. Yeah, only Marcus would probably whack his head into a light pole. Probably was looking at his phone and then he hit on his head on a light pole. Either that, he was staring off into the distance and then walks right into the pole. Because it totally sounds like something Marcus would do. Yes, 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 yes. I knew he was looking at a fucking phone. I knew he was looking at his phone. I knew he was looking at his phone and he just walks right into a pole. I knew it. Typical Marcus. Typical Marcus. I knew it. Walked right into the pole. I knew it. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ugh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayuri out of the classroom. Sayuri plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump without much success. In a moment, it will be back in the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to get ready to start sharing our poems. Eh? Sardi, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we need? Uh-huh, I have it right. Eh? Sayuri frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayuri, I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Twiggy. Well, Sayuri... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayuri. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Well, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Alright, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? I think we could end off the stream here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make them into 2-hour parts. I don't want to go over. I don't want to go over 2 hours, so I might just end the stream here, and then I'm hoping I can get a stream in tomorrow because that's what I'm trying to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. That's nothing! I stabbed myself with a pencil, I cut myself with a knife, I even did a bunch of other stuff. I even walked into a fucking glass door. How the hell do you burn your elbow? How the what? How the... Hold on, how? You're holding a pan, you're whatever, how the... Huh? Marcus logic. Only Marcus would know how to get burned on an elbow. What, did you do this, or did you this, or whatever, you just table flip? And then your elbow hits the hot surface or whatever? What the hell? Not like it matters. I stabbed myself with a pencil once. Cut myself with a knife, which is probably already cured by now. Yeah. Cut myself with a knife. That's already cured. Just recently though. But whatever, it cured. And I even walked into a glass door. So yeah. I don't know how long ago that was, but I did walk into a glass door. Hey, I'm not an emo, okay? I'm not emo. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Shoutouts to Marcus for stopping in. Shoutouts to Dakota for making it to the stream since the beginning. So huge shoutouts to you. Fagwent, shoutouts to Fagwent for being in the stream. Unfortunately, not saying anything in the chat. That's perfectly fine. Just hanging out in the stream is perfectly fine as well. So welcome to the stream. And then Tang Vin Hung, huge shoutouts to you as well for being in the stream. Even though not much is said in the chat, but hey, as long as you guys are here, you know. So, you know, shoutouts to you guys, and if you guys have not already, be sure to click that follow button, and you guys will be able to see when I'll be streaming again, hopefully tomorrow. And if tomorrow, I'll see if I can fix any like freezing issues. that you guys might have, because I surprisingly Dakota had like freezing issues with the video in the stream, so I'll see if I can try and get that fixed. So I'll see if I can get that issue fixed. If not, then, you know, we'll see how it goes for right now. A couple of streams like this, and if I get enough reports or anything like that saying, hey, you know, your stream is frozen, I'll definitely lower the bit rate, because I'm streaming at about 3500 down, so 3500 up, so that's probably why. But we'll see how it goes next stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, be sure to click that follow button or like, all that jazz. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Twitch link down in the description. So yeah. Yeah, I need to save, huh? Save! There. We saved it. Yes, I'll overwrite my save just to be safe. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys later.